Hey Guffers, I'm James Reiner with Grown Up Fantasy Football. Today I'm going to be giving you my reactions to the NFC and AFC Championship. I'm going to break down these two games and give you guys my analysis. Before we get started, remember to give this video a like if you're feeling generous and subscribe and follow us on Twitter. Now let's talk about these matchups. All right, the first game, the Bucs versus the Packers. This was the Sunday afternoon game. The spread was Packers favored by 3.5, so if you bet on Bucs, you won there. Over and under was 51.5, and the score was 31-26 Bucs. So if you bet on the over, you won there. I went with the over on this one. I think that was the best move to do, clearly. Now, it's hard to beat a team twice, let alone Aaron Rodgers twice, but the Bucs pulled it out. These are two of the best quarterbacks over the past 10 years. This was a great game. It was a close game. I said it would probably come down to the last possession, and it kind of did. I thought the key for the Packers was to put pressure on Brady. I don't know if they really succeeded. Brady had a good first half, in my opinion. The second half, he had some turnovers. I don't know if they're all his fault, but that happened. I said for the Packers, don't fall into the same trap they did last time where they got shut down those first couple of drives and they couldn't adapt. Figure it out if something's not working. I think they kind of fell into that trap again. Got shut down. Just kept trying to do the same thing. Lost momentum. It wasn't as severe as last time, obviously, but I still think that was there. I said for the Bucs, the key is just play the same way they can last time. If they can shut down and get the early momentum, the Packers will struggle. That was kind of the case here. Not severe as last time, but it was still similar. Instead on offense, Brady needs to take care of the football. No bad turnovers. I don't think the turnovers were completely his fault. If Fournette makes a block on that one, that's a touchdown. Instead, Brady gets hit when he's throwing, and it's a pick. Other one went off Mike Evans' fingertips. So I don't know. I don't think it was Brady. Some of them were bad throws, but not all Brady's fault. He played well enough to win this game. The defense came out. Clearly, they won this game. They shut down Aaron Rodgers. The Bucs gave him 3 turnovers, and Aaron Rodgers couldn't do anything with it. So, plenty of opportunity. Bucs defense won this game. It looked like the game plan was to neutralize Adams, and they did a pretty good job with that. They kept him under 100 yards. He had a lot of catches still. I had a touchdown, but I think that worked out. Like I said, thought Brady had a good first half. He was targeting Kevin King. Kevin King was struggling in this game. He got beat on that touchdown right before half by Scotty Miller. Questionable defensive call. Looked like a cover 1 maybe. But anyway, Kevin King didn't respect Scotty Miller's speed. Got beat by him. Bucs got out to an early lead and shut down the momentum early. But, the Packers did fight their way back. But Rodgers did nothing with his opportunities. I guess he's just not as clutch as he needs to be, Aaron Rodgers. I know it's tough to win these football games. It was a questionable call, in my opinion, for Matt LaFleur to kick that field goal instead of going for it on 4th and 8 or whatever it was. You don't know if you're going to get the ball back. Your defense has been struggling. I know they got a couple of turnovers, but they were moving the ball. You just got the turnovers. So I don't know if I would trust the defense. You're down by 8 points. You have one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game, Aaron Rodgers. 4th and 8, I'd put the ball in his hands and let him see if he can win it. Matt LaFleur didn't think so. Decided to kick the field goal. And that led to a questionable pass interference call on Kevin King. The refs have been calling let them play type of game all game long. They weren't really making any calls, and then they make that call when it really matters. In my opinion, you should call it consistently. It was a blatant pass interference. He was pulling it, but I thought it was uncatchable. Bad call, in my opinion. Not a consistent call, but it is what it is. You can't rely on the refs to bail you out every time. it was a great game. Great game to watch. Tom Brady is the GOAT in my opinion. 10th Super Bowl appearance, going for his 7th ring with a new team. That's crazy. That's a crazy good accomplishment. It's extremely hard to make the Super Bowl, no matter how good your team is, no matter how good your surrounding players are. So, congrats to Tom Brady. That's amazing. Now, Aaron Rodgers, he said after this game, his future here is uncertain. I think Green Bay fans would riot if he went anywhere else. But definitely interesting to see what happens. I can't really picture him in another uniform, but looks like that's the trend it's going. That's the trend. That looks like how it's trending. Love to see him in a Washington football team uniform, but we'll see. All right, next game, Bills at Chiefs. With Mahomes, the Chiefs were favored by 4. The score was 38-24, so the Chiefs covered that. Over under was 50.5, and it went over that. I thought it was gonna be like a 40-42 game. It was like 38-20. It was 38-24, so not as high scoring, but still pretty high scoring. Two of the best young quarterbacks in the league facing off. I thought if Mahomes did play, and he did play, this was going to be a coin flip, a very close game. Not really the case. Chiefs were in complete control of this game, it looked like to me. They made Josh Allen very uncomfortable. They were always putting pressure on him. And they didn't give up any huge plays early in the game. I thought Frazier had to figure out how to take away some of these monster plays. He couldn't do it. I thought it was going to come down to whoever has the ball last. Chiefs they were in control the whole time. I said the Chiefs needed to shut down Diggs. They did that. Not a big game from Diggs. Mahomes and the Chiefs, they just moved the ball with such ease. Kelsey had like 10 catches in the first half. Hardman and Hill are just so freaking fast and explosive players. They had some big plays in the first half. It's just so hard to match up with these guys. They can beat you in so many different ways. It's very difficult. Chiefs looked amazing. Bills tried to make it more interesting at the end. They started driving, started moving the ball well. They got the onside kick, which was crazy, and then went down and scored. But, it was all for nothing. They couldn't stop the Chiefs from picking up the first down. Chiefs dominated this game, in my opinion. But the Bills and Josh Allen had a great year. This might not have been their best game, but they lost to a fantastic Chiefs team, and there's no shame in that. Just 2 years ago, the Bills were one of the worst teams in the NFL, if not the worst team in the NFL. So it's been a huge turnaround in a couple years. That's incredible. I think Josh Allen is great, and the Bills will have a lot of success in future seasons with him. Now, Mahomes and Reed, they are back in the Super Bowl again. I think Reed is the best coach in the NFL right now. His play calling is fantastic. But this will be the ultimate matchup of Tom Brady, the GOAT, the old man, versus young Mahomes, who may be the future GOAT, may come for that title. But it's going to be a great game. I'm going to break down the Super Bowl next week and let you guys know my predictions, how I think that game's going to go. So tune in next week. Thanks for watching. Let us know down in the comment section what you thought about the AFC and NFC Championship games. Were there any questionable calls? Were there any questionable play calls by anybody? Do you agree or disagree with my takes? Just let us know down in the comments section. And before you go, remember to subscribe, grow up, and get guffed.